Hello friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. Today I, Amit Tripathi, will going to teach you the business studies of class 12, and we are starting with the first chapter, that is the management. Now what is management, students? Management is, according to the Mary Parker Follett, the management is an art of getting things done by another. What is management? That you are persuading anyone, you are motivating anyone, you are stimulating anyone to do any act. That is the concept of management. Now management is very important, that it should be positive. That means you have to give the positive affirmations to the people. That is the concepts of management. So management is what? It is an art. Okay, how well you can able to make anyone do to fulfill any work. That is the concepts of management. So what is, according to the Mary Parker Follett, the management is an art of getting things done by the other. That means you are persuading anyone, you are motivating anyone to do any act. That is the concept of management. Now second thing which we comes to the features of management. The first feature is management is a goal oriented process. Means that every organization or every company has a certain goal, have certain predetermined goal. So it's very important that our approach is to be very positive. If our approach is positive, if we are applying and implementing the right policies and procedure, we will able to get the very good results. So whatever the goal which we have assigned and whatever the goal which we have demarcated, we have to try all our possible effort to fulfill that. So the management is a goal oriented process. Second, management is pervasive. Management is followed everywhere. In each and every organization, management is followed. The management is pervasive in nature. Okay, means we cannot deny the existence of management. Even in the smaller organization, we use the management, and in the larger organization, we use to implement management. So management is pervasive. The third particular concept is the management is multidimensional. Multidimensional means we have three different dimensions which are there: the management of work, the management of people, and the management of operation. Management of work means, that means the right person is to be assigned the right job. So management of work, that means we have to assign the proper accountability of work to the different people. Second, management of people, that means we have to understand the people as an asset, because each and every people is an asset, so people is acting as an asset. And the last is management of operation. We have to fulfill all the works properly, and we have to focus upon the operation. So management of operation is very important. Then management is a continuous process. That means management is followed everywhere. So it's a continuous process. That means it is a lifelong process, and it should be applied properly. It's a group activity. How the management is a group activity? Uh, because the teamwork is very important. Where the team works, then dream works. Okay, so the team is very important. That means there should be a proper synchronization and coordination. Then only we can able to fulfill and execute the work. Then management is a dynamic process. How management is a dynamic process? Because according to the different situation, according to the demand and preferences, we have to change our conceptions, we have to change our perceptions, we have to change our psychology. So this is where the management a dynamic function. The next important thing is the objectives of management. There are three different objectives. We have organizational objective, we have social objectives, and we have personal objectives. Organizational objective is what? That every organization have certain objectives that they have set up, that in this particular year the profitability is to be 2 crore. That means in suppose in 2021 and 22 the profitability is 1 crore. So in the coming year, the if we wanted we have set up objectives that we have to increase the profitability up to 2 crore. So we have to apply all the possible efforts to increase our profitability. So that is what it is, the organizational objectives, that every organization has an objective, and they have uh, to do all the possible efforts to fulfill that particular objective. Then social objectives. if you are dealing with any kind of company or the organization, then you have to be there should be a proper harmonious relationship between the people. The social objective is very important. That means we have to fulfill the legal norms and towards the society also. Okay, for the welfare, for the progress and welfare of society, we have to think about that also. And the last is personal objectives. That means we have to focus upon the people, we have to focus upon the manpower, we have to focus upon the each and every objectives. That is the personal objectives. Now next is we have the nature of management. Now management is a science and management is an art. But I should say that there is a amalgamation of both. Management is neither a pure science or management is neither a pure art. That means the different type of the principles are there. The first feature that as a science, the first feature is systematized body of knowledge. So in the management is systematized body of knowledge, but obviously some things which we used to apply and something which we not apply. So the first is the systematized body of knowledge is there. Second, scientific principles are derived. In the management, the certain principles are derived after the logical and scientific observation, but sometimes we can able to use that or sometimes not. So that is also important. Then principles are based upon the repeated experiments. Like in the science, we can able to get the result by the repeated experiments. But same thing, the management, sometimes we can able to suppose the profitability we cannot able to get it. So principle of maturity we have followed, but in the next time we have followed another principle of consistency. So that means we are just de-verifying from all these things. And the universal validity, the management are universally validity. So we what we basically find is that sometimes we can able to follow, we can able to get the things as a management as science or sometimes not. Management is an art. No, art we can say that because the management is basically is an art. That means you are persuading anyone, you are motivating anyone to do any work. So it is an art. That means it's an art which is basically inherent inside any person, and according to that you are doing it. So it is an art. Then personalized application. It's very important that we are specialized in any field. If the person is specialized, then he can able to excel and he can able to give his best to the people. So the personalized application is very important and based on practice and creativity. Obviously the art student, they are very creative. That means the creativity and innovativeness is very important in the management. If apply all these two factors, then we can able to get out the things properly. Now next is management as a profession. Now obviously the this is very truth thing that management is act as a profession. That means it is a well defined body of knowledge. Suppose if I am doing the company secretary course, so the company secretary course is regulated by the ICSI. So it is a well defined body of knowledge. Then we have restricted entry. Now sometimes in the management the restricted entries are there. That means those persons who have their specified code of conduct, they are able to work on that. So restricted entries are there. Okay, you have to give the examination, this entrance examination. According to that you can able to crack MBBS or NEET exam, or we can say IIT exam, etc. Then existence of ethical codes. Each and every profession, they have different ethical code of conduct which we have to follow. So there is a different ethical code of conduct for every organization. And service motive. Why do we able to do professional course? To get the proper service, right? We can able to fulfill our life properly. So this is the next thing. Now levels of management, there are three levels: top level, middle level and the lower level. Top level management is basically like your director, your CEO, your managers. Okay, managers, executive managers, your managing director. So these are all your top level management. Top level management, they are basically concerned about the policy formulation. They used to make the policy, they used to make the decisions, they used to make the company policy. So that is your top level. Middle level management, they basically used to follow the rules and regulations from the top level. So that is your middle level management. And the last is we have supervisory level at the lower level. They used to execute the command and the instructions given by the middle level. So this is the three different levels of management. And the last topic which we have to fulfill here, that is the coordination. Because management is basically, the coordination is the crux or is the backbone of the management. Without coordination, without the teamwork, the management cannot exist. So it's very important that there should be a cordial relation and there should be a harmonious relation, and the mutual consent is very important. The consent of the human being is also very important, because if the human being is consented and if the human being is understand the reactions of each other, then only the management exists. So coordination is an essence of management, is truly right, because without the coordination the things cannot be possible. Then nature features of the coordination, we can say coordination integrates group efforts. Group effort is important. Then continuous process, coordination is a continuous process, it should be followed by all. Then it is a pervasive function, same thing which are there. So coordination is very important in the management. So I hope that you have liked this first chapter of management. So thank you everyone. Goodbye. Namaskar. Tomorrow we will come with the another topic. So thank you everyone.